Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today was a crazy day. The volatility was just insane. We were going to discuss what happened with today's meeting, the FOMC meeting. It turns out that the Fed decided to increase the interest rates. Therefore, I'm going to be sharing with y'all what to expect within the next few days. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all two stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. All right. Alright, y'all. Before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Alright, so right off the bat, we got the SPY over here, and everything that I've been telling you on the previous videos since Sunday is playing out very well. First, the caution about that right shoulder, which is right here, getting a little too wide, right? And then today, after the FOMC meeting, we had a little bit of a spike, followed by some choppiness along with the breakdown, which I warned you guys about. I told y'all that we were going to get to 3,800 and potentially close the week below. So in regards to the next few days, definitely bearish. All right, we're going to look at the Nasdaq because the Nasdaq is a better picture. It's a more cleaner picture. And if you haven't watched yesterday's video, I'm going to pin it at the top right corner. That way y'all can go watch it. I explained this thing in detail about what to expect. All right, and the drawing, the play-by-play is right here. Some choppiness into the FOMC meeting, followed by this wild thing, all right? And then the breakdown right over here, below 11,800, followed by the move down to 11,600. So we are right on time. Where is this thing going to go next? I think that we go even lower. The next stop is at $11,135. And it might get there by the end of the week. And if this is so, then the SPY could probably get down to like 37.50 tomorrow. So just keep your eyes out for that. Definitely not bullish. The situation is looking very scary for bulls, but it's in the favor of bears. And this level right here got taken out. All right, so these levels are next. Now, let's talk about the top two stocks. The two stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. Apart from the ones that I've mentioned in the past, which are playing now very well, we're going to look at them really quick. The first one is FCX. All right. Now, for those of y'all who watched yesterday's video, this thing, you see that red box right there that I told y'all to watch out for? That I drew right there. This red box represent this box, which is pretty much what happened today. So this gradual fall below the base of $28.60 is what I was warning y'all about. There is a lot of space beneath it. So obviously I am bearish, as y'all can see with the bear on the thumbnail. I'm very bearish on this one. This is a steel company, right? So expect a drop all the way down to around $26 tomorrow. At some point tomorrow. And then it could potentially drop to $24 on Friday. All right, it's very clean. As you can see, the base broke down. The volume is increasing. Tomorrow's volume is probably going to be even more ridiculous than what you've seen here. Like it might be at the same height as this day right there, at around 30 million shares traded. So it's going to be a good day for bears. Definitely going to be a good day for bears. So that's the first one that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. Now, before we talk about the second one, we got to look at the VIX. The VIX did something very interesting that we should definitely take a look at. Previously, again, the level to watch with the VIX is right here. Again, at some points, we're going to get to this level, which is $32 essentially at some point. Today, it kind of had this spike, very, very weird spike, all the way up to $30 when the FOMC meeting started to occur. And then we had some chop. And if you zoom out on on a 15-minute, for example, like it was pretty, the setup was there. It was an inverse head and shoulders with a little bit of a with whatever this is. This is just a mess. All right. Without the meeting, it will just be a very nice, smooth, steady climb up here. With the meeting, we expect this right there. This this is pretty much an outlier and the result of the meeting, but the outcome was always going to be the same, right? The break of the neckline happened. Next up, $30 again, and then eventually $32. Maybe maybe tomorrow we get to 32, maybe Friday or Monday, all right? But one of these days we're going to climb up to $32. So that's for the VIX. Now the next one that we're going to look at, this is the second stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. That one is Starbucks. All right, and Starbucks is losing steam. It's losing steam. It was looking pretty good for the past, like, I would say 3 weeks, and then today happened. Today, with the massive sell-off again, with the negative reaction to the meeting. This one is the setup is similar to PDD, right? When I explained PDD, I told y'all that there was a massive head and shoulders on the chart, and most people who bought it were expecting to move up to like $85. Right, this one is very, very similar. Let me just make this a little bit taller. Then we're gonna move the chart to the middle. Then we got the left shoulder right here, the head right there. Then we got the right shoulder right here. It played out really, really well, but it's not playing too well for people who are overly greedy. We got that neckline, which it hits, right? The play for this is to go long here and profit to here at least. And then under the ideal conditions, it may or may not continue, but it's important to recognize when something doesn't want to go through and doesn't want to go forward. And this pullback is just the beginning of something much, much, much bigger. So watch it for a drop. I would say a drop down to $85. Yeah, $85 tomorrow for this one, and then this head and shoulders will pretty much be done. I mean, it's already done, but yeah, just watch for that massive rejection. That represents a lot of panic, especially with people who bought right here, right on that spike, and they're holding and they're hoping for a move to the upside, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately, right? So watch this one for puts. Again, we trade options here. Puts to make money when things are falling. All right, now let's do an update on the main stock that I was pretty much talking about for the last like few videos since Sunday, I think. That stock is PDD. Let's check out PDD. All right, and PDD is PDD finally fell. I told you guys to not be worried about it. Eventually, it's going to drop. And as you can see with the drawings on the charts, I added some things, but the concept is the same. It's going to drop to that circle right here. All right. So if you have puts on PDD, the market is currently down by 1% right now, which, I mean, with these stocks, they get hit a lot more, especially like the Chinese sector. They might get hit a lot more. So this one might be down by maybe 2 or 3% out the gates. You could open up at like what, $61, and then have another flush all the way back down. So if you have it, again, congrats if you made money today. But very, very clean. Previous videos was over here at around 65, and right now we are 62 and a half. Next step, 57.5. All right. Now, the last stock that we're going to discuss is a stock that somebody asked about. Somebody asked me to look at Bumble. Yeah, BMBL. And with this one, it's following the overall markets. There is a giant gap on the left, which is not going to get filled anytime soon. Like, it's really, really not. It tried to make an effort before, but it got hit with a roadblock in an inverted hammer. right here. Or somebody could just call this an evening star, which played out well and is still playing out. Yeah, so I'm not bullish on this one. The trend is bearish. Don't fight the trend unless everything else starts to change course. All right, but as of right now, like I see this thing going to 20, probably tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. $20 for Bumble. All right, so that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you're interested in getting started, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.